for the Financial Oversight Committee, what we are discussing now and will be intensely for the next few weeks is the budget. I generally don't go into a lot of details about the budget until we have our budget meetings. Not a huge number of changes. There may be a new position, or it was proposed that there'd be a new position at Rec that would be paid for out of the Recreation Trust Fund, which grows from user fees, so it would not increase taxes at all, but might increase, or the proposal would be that it would increase services to the town. I think I'll save the rest of the budget until we have budget meetings. I went to the MLK breakfast, and again, outstanding, amazing how well it grows. I also attended the other night the girls' basketball team, a home game versus Rutgers Prep, so kind of a home game. And a very exciting game, came down to the buzzer. Unfortunately, our girls lost by 1 point, but clearly a well-fought game and great sportsmanship. Two items that are come to us from the federal government and from the state. The first item is salt, and not the stuff that we sprinkle on the roads, and not the stuff, as the township attorney reminded me of the old nuclear missile agreements. That took me way back. That took a way back. But no, the state and local taxes. And there's been a lot of talk about the idea of a township or municipality accepting donations in lieu of taxes. So if you owed $10,000 in taxes, you could make that a donation, and then you would then put that into the tax fund and cancel out your tax debt. And then you could deduct that as a charitable donation and not reach the new federal limit of the $10,000. The attorney and I had a medium-length discussion on it today. There's a lot of ifs and maybes and how abouts with that, a lot of unexplored territory. I think it would be foolhardy for us to do that on our own without the state doing something. When we allowed, or we opened our doors evenings and on one Saturday for people to come and pay their taxes, their 2018 taxes in 2017, there were several discussions between the manager, myself, and the attorney as to exactly what to do and what we thought might be allowed. And it was a moving target the whole way, but I think we did very well and hit that target precisely in that we didn't give false expectations, and I don't want to give false expectations with SALT. I do encourage the state legislature and the governor to take some actions as best they can so that at least we have some guidance. And we're going to be hearing more about that. I hope to be hearing more about that on Thursday morning. I'm going to the New Jersey League of Mayors Association in Trenton. There's a yearly meeting where usually the state legislators are there. The speaker of the assembly. Is the speaker going to be there? Okay. Last time I was there, the speaker was there, the Senate president was there, and the lieutenant governor was there. So it's not clear who will be there, but I intend to ask the question about the SALT if no one else does. The other thing I want to ask questions about is there was a great flurry of bills signing in Governor Christie's last hours there, and one of them was a bill about performance bonds. So performance bonds are a bond, a sum of money that is put in escrow when a developer, and if I make a mistake here, either the manager or the attorney can chime in, they put down as a guarantee of performance that when they build a street, and I'm thinking of Jeremy Street, is that Jim?
Jeremy Court was,
Jeremy Court.
but that's not really what that legislation was about. Those are public improvements that are turned over to the town. Specifically, the legislation was about, we require, and the law used to require, the municipal land use law would require that a developer would post performance bonds for those things that not necessarily would become public property once it was completed. There were performance bonds posted for improvements on the property as part of the development. That's the legislation that was speaking about.
Correct, like
A
we
building.
do now, for instance, if there is somebody builds an office building, they currently have to bond for the parking lot. And
Right.
the lights in the parking lot and those things. So
Those
we make sure that-
improvements, correct.
Which may not necessarily ever become owned by the public, but they
Correct.
are open to the public.
So this
But-
would give us leverage if they do not build it appropriately and safely and meeting code to say, you're not getting your bond money back until you do it properly. Trenton, I won't put blame any particular place, Trenton decided that that is not going to happen anymore. And that really takes a lot of ability and oversight out of our hands. And I think that was a major mistake. So I will be asking that question again if no one else asks. That completes my report. Councilman Wright?